Hey everybody, we just wanted to jump on here and say hello. Let y'all know what we've been up to. I'm Cherie.
I'm Gene.
He's thrilled to be out in this heat, can you tell? We started a bunch of home improvement projects kind of as a way to embrace our sobriety, wouldn't you say? Maybe?
We had stuff we needed to do.
Yeah, and it was stuff that we never ever would have done when we were drinking. So, tell them a little bit about what you did.
I tiled a hallway that needed to be done for about 10 years.
It looks really good.
And it was challenging because I'd never done it before. And it was very rewarding to have the finished product.
Yeah.
And it was as bad as I thought it would be. But it came out better than I expected.
He did cuss a little. And got frustrated a little. Not too bad. But anyway, would you do it again? Did you enjoy it?
No, I did not enjoy it. And it's not my thing.
And that's okay.
But if I had to do that specific project again, yeah, I wouldn't have put it off for so long.
So here's a big question though. Because when you started it, you had a little over a year of sobriety. Did it make you want to drink? Did it make you want to just say, forget sobriety and start drinking again?
No. For the few hard times we've had, nothing has made me want to turn to alcohol.
That's good, because we have had some hard times here lately.
Sure.
You know? We built a turtle pond, which you can hear, and we built a shed in the backyard, like a backyard shed, and stupidly I fell off a stepladder when we were building the shed, and I was down for a couple weeks, and he had to do everything. He had to take care of me and everything. Thank you.
Yeah. Our roles reversed because we used to go to the grocery together about twice a week usually.
Yeah.
And with COVID, Cherie took that on. She said, you need to stay home,
Well, tell 'em-
not be exposed.
Tell him why.
Because I'm old and have conditions that could make me more vulnerable. So
I didn't mean the old part.
I didn't mind.
I mean-
I never really minded going to the grocery store, but when she said you don't have to go,
That was
that
an
was great.
opportunity.
It was an opportunity, and I seized it. And I would listen for Cherie to get home because I wanted to make sure I was there to help her get the groceries in, so she didn't think I was just taking advantage or didn't
I never
appreciate.
thought that.
So, and then when she went down off the ladder and couldn't walk, it was a harsh reality having to go back to grocery shopping.
And just
Usually-
general
now-
stuff.
Yeah, it made me realize how much she's doing. I think it made us appreciate each other more.
It really did, because the story, unfortunately, isn't in there. Because I was down for a couple weeks. I sprained my ankle and my knee. And I was starting to get around, starting to get back to normal, starting to do things. And I broke my ankle on my other foot. And this actually broke. And he had to take me to the ER. And anyway, it's still broken. It's slowly healing. But yeah, he had to way step up then. He had to step up even further than he already had. So it's like, all of a sudden, everything fell on him. Washing clothes. And you don't realize how much stuff you have around the house until you just can't do anything. I mean, and I think I stayed in bed for like 2 whole weeks with my foot just propped up, at least.
Mm-hmm.
At least 2 weeks. This is the first time I've been outside probably in 6 weeks. And I wanted to come out here and do this and just kind of check in with y'all and let you know what's been going on and everything. But yeah, he's a fabulous cook.
Yeah, and if I look miserably unhappy right now, it's because Cherie's really short. I'm having to lean down in a way that this metal chair is eating into my rib cage, and I'm crouched in a way that my rib cage is then eating into my stomach and my hip. Anyway, yeah, I can cook really,
You can.
really good. So I'd gotten away from that as well and let Cherie take that on.
Yeah.
Because Cherie's so short, she can't get into all the cabinets easily. And the way I'm very organized, especially in the kitchen, I like to have everything. I know where it is. It's within my reach. I worked at Waffle House, and you know where your setup is. That's the way I cook. I carry that with me to this day. Grab something, you got this going over here, and you're back and forth. You know where everything is. Everything split second. And the reason I got out of the kitchen is because Cherie moved everything.
Well, because I can't reach everything.
Yeah, and I go to reach a pan, and I open a cabinet door, and all this stuff that I didn't know was there falls out. So I got out of the kitchen and let Cherie start doing all the cooking. So going back into the kitchen, there wasn't time to try to organize all that stuff
No.
again. And
You can't plan to break a bone. You really can't.
Right. But I did
Just
go
happens.
into, I kind of took over the kitchen again and started cleaning everything, like deep cleaning. Cherie keeps a clean kitchen, but I keep like a restaurant clean kitchen.
Whatever.
Like I clean like I'm getting paid to get clean.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever.
she does all right.
You do all right. He's failing to consider the fact that I was down for like 6 weeks. So the kitchen had not really been clean for like 6 weeks. And he would show up every now and then and be like, "Did you move the knife block and clean behind it ever?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, I did it like once a week. I do. Look at me like that." But anyway, it turns out he is a really fabulous cook. But he cooks a lot of meat and a lot of pasta, which is okay. Unless you're laid up and can't move. So I'm gonna have to, once my ankle is healed, I'm gonna have to start back with my yoga.
Right.
Anyway, but we've had a lot of good things happen. We've had a lot of setbacks. And I thought about this the other day because I did break the same foot in a different place 4 or 5 years ago. And I did it at work, and I was on workman's comp for 5 months. So I essentially was getting paid, doing nothing. The kids were already to the point that one of them at least could drive, so I didn't have to worry about taking the kids anywhere. And my son was 17 at the time, so I could give him my debit card and a list, and he could go to the grocery store. He could run around and do whatever I needed. So I had nothing to do but drink for 5 months, and I fell into like this abyss. And I haven't had that desire this time around. I haven't wanted to. And it kind of made me think about it in the beginning, like, I wonder if this is going to trigger something. It didn't. It kind of triggered the opposite, because whereas before I was like, hey, this is like a vacation. This is fabulous. I have nothing to do. I'd go to physical therapy and stop at the liquor store because I could still kind of walk. It was broken in a different place. This is my ankles. I can't actually bend my foot. But I could stop at the liquor store on the way back from physical therapy and get what I needed for the week, and hey, I was good. This kind of had the opposite effect. I kind of started feeling like I was useless and I couldn't do anything, and I wanted to get up and do stuff. And especially when he started doing stuff, I wanted to get up and do it too. So I'm sure I haven't been a great patient. We laugh and say that I've been at the Coleman Memorial. And he keeps trying to give me sponge baths.
I was jealous because I'd sprained my ankle one time, and it's like guilt-free, just
Yeah.
relaxation. I loved it. I had no one here to take care of me. I crawled around on my hands and knees and used a bar stool for a walker when I could get around. And I laid up in bed and watched, I discovered Justified for the first time, and I think I watched
That's a good show.
whatever, 5 or 6 seasons.
Yeah.
I just binged it in like a week. maybe 10 days, and it was great.
So yeah, he wanted to be in bed with his ankle up, and I wanted to be up doing stuff. So we did switch roles completely. But I don't know. I think because we have switched roles, and we've kind of been each other now for a while, I think because my ankle's not completely healed, but it's getting better. I just can't rush it and do too much at one time. But when we do get to that point, I think maybe we'll start splitting stuff up a little bit better. Like you can do all the cleaning since you're so good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was about to start getting into selling nails online.
No. No.
And
Yeah, let me put some on you.
yeah.
Sure. We'll see about that. You might be better at it than I am. I don't know. Anyway, anything else you want to add?
I'd just like to say again that I'm really uncomfortable the way that I'm sitting.
Duly noted. Anyway, well, thanks, guys. We just wanted to check in and say hey. Be sure you like our YouTube channel. So we're trying to grow that. So the more likes we get, then we can start going live, and we can actually start adding you to it. And you can come on and talk with us too. It won't just be us complaining about stuff. So anyway, thanks. We'll see you later.
Bye.